Hello, my name is Jesus Lara. In this presentation, I will be researching does testing your staff help in planning and organizing, reorganizing, and improve productivity. The types of employments that uses could range from government agencies such as county agencies, city agencies, school district, law enforcement, and military. Also, private sector jobs such as banks, retail stores, insurance agencies, rating agencies, etc. They use these type of tests when they are during their hiring process, some in promotional situations to be certified, and many in situations when a firm or agency is being reorganized. The types of tests can range from psychological, behavioral, subject task expertise, technological application tests, basic comprehension skills, background check tests, analyzing past performance, and observation. In review of literature, research shows that government agencies agencies use tests prior to hiring employees. Research shows that using tests to identify skill sets will help in the employee's satisfaction. Research shows that employees that are satisfied at their job tend to perform better. In short, research supports that testing employees either prior and or during employment is good for an employee and firm. Companies and government test to safeguard their investment because an employee is the ultimate investment. The actual test and observation. In this case, 500 employees were tested. The reason was reorganization. I observed this at JP Morgan Chase. The type of tests were basic comprehensive questions such as reading, writing, mathematics, and problem solving. Subject matter expertise questions, basic job understanding, and technological application tests. The test results. Here, the top 20% performers got placed in the servicing the private client portfolio, which required higher skill sets. The bottom 80% performers got placed in servicing general banking products, and some employees simply did not fit and were let go. In this case, the testing was successful. Survey. The purpose of the surveys is to determine if the test takers would be honest when taking tests at work, if the test takers would put effort into tests at work. This survey is sent out to business professionals around the community, business professionals outside my community. The actual survey. In the actual survey, this is the actual survey. The questions are: if given a psychological test at work or for work, how honest would you be? If given a comprehensive test at work, how hard would you actually try? If given a technical abilities test at work, how hard would you try? How much harder would you try next time you get tested? If given a test at work, would you trust the test results? The results from the survey support that the outcome of the test would be an honest representation. In other words, since the majority of the group surveyed said that they would take the test seriously and that they would try seriously on the test and that they would trust the results from the test signals, that they would be honest, and that the test would be a true representation of their abilities and skill sets of the group tested. In other words, based on the results of the survey, testing individuals to determine their skills and abilities is a good and trustworthy approach in determining employee skill set and placement. The results from the survey suggest that testing employees for either hiring or employment placement is a good idea, and it also improves productivity by saving costs. Interview. I also conducted interviews. I conducted many interviews. In the actual research paper, you will see examples of the survey questions and answers. In the meantime, please see the following two examples: Maritza Lara's interview and Ricardo Vasquez's interview. This is Maritza Lara's interview. I'll give you about 10 to 15 seconds to look it over. I would suggest focus on the questions and the responses. About 5 more seconds. This is Ricardo Vasquez interview. I will give you about maybe 15 seconds. About 5 more seconds. In summary of results of interviews, after conducting interviews, it is my observation that individuals would take the test seriously. They would answer questions honestly. They would give honest effort when answering. In short, the survey also supports that testing employees when hiring and/or for employment placement is a good idea and would improve productivity by saving costs. Please take a moment to see this good example.
Hello, in this example, I will
Please take a moment to see this good example.
in this case, I will be the tester.
In conclusion, after all the research, I concluded that comprehensive tests and psychological tests are actually useful tools for identifying skill sets and employment placement. I say this because after using surveys to conclude that people take tests seriously and actually put effort into them, and reading that people trust the results, and also observing and listening from third-party testimonials, I conclude via each different venue that using comprehensive tests and psychological tests to identify skills and also employee placement is an efficient approach and could arrive to positive and efficient results, ergo improving productivity. It is a good idea to test your employees prior to hiring and for employment placement, and in order to safeguard your investment. In continuation with my conclusion, to bring my research paper and presentation entirely together, I want to highlight the following. Productivity will also be improved. As mentioned before, testing helps place employees in correct places. If employees are in correct place, they know how to perform and are happy to perform and continue to learn and improve. If the employees are happy, then their productivity is better. If productivity of employees is better, then company productivity is better. You get the picture from here. I want to finish by pointing out that savings in cost that the tests bring to the company by helping place employees in correct location and keeping them satisfied versus spending money on employee turnover. I want to finish by pointing out that the savings in cost that the tests bring to the company by helping place employees in correct location and keeping them satisfied and avoiding spending money on employee turnover. In short, company productivity would be improved. At this point, the next slide will be works cited, and I'm open for questions. Thank you very much for your time.